together in a bank like Coinbase, they have to have 1,000 times better security than each one of those people had on their own wallet. And okay, but if you put it 10,000 times more people in that bank, there is no such thing as 10,000 times better security. So as a result, you're building a honeypot. And every now and then, someone comes along and just takes it all. Now, Coinbase hasn't been hacked badly yet. And I'm not bashing that company or any of the other companies. They're great to do what you want to do, exchange. I keep my funds on there for 15 minutes, and I spend the entire 15 minutes hoping that this is not the 15 minutes they get hacked. They're like, not now, just not now. Put my money in, get it out, quickly, not now. Don't get hacked now.
Yeah, it's Coinbase, and the only platform I think that has not gotten hacked is Crack. I think that's the only one that has not been hacked.
Which is admirable. That's quite an achievement. But I really put the exchanges into two categories: those that have been hacked and those that will be hacked. There is no unhackable system. It's as simple as that. So the best way to protect cryptocurrency is to spread it out across thousands and thousands and thousands of wallets, each of which you control individually in different wallets and different systems in your homes. And then someone wants to hack you, they have to hack each and every one of you individually, which is a lot harder. It's just like if someone wants to rob all the cash in this place right now, they have to take all of your wallets. Whereas a bank makes it a lot easier. It keeps everything nice and concentrated.
Yeah, and by the way, thank you for coming to Flint, Michigan.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
You travel around the world, you're well known, you're probably the first show that I ever watched on YouTube was as many of yours as I could possibly get my hands on. Because I didn't...
I make it hard because I keep making new ones.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Right, and what I loved about you, and actually how I do my show, you helped me grasp very complex algorithmic formulas and all that sort of stuff. And then I learned it, and then I'm like, all right, I'm a truck driver, which I was a truck driver, I'm no longer a truck driver, but where the average person can explain why cryptocurrencies are the future. And I started preaching and teaching, and I actually ramped up the show, and for some reason, a lot of people watch me now. And I appreciate everyone who showed up, not for me or anything like that, because we're the community. Without us, none of these coins have value. Value is applied by human demand. Easy for me to say. And without us, they're nothing. You know, and we all have our coin that we love, you know, which, by the way, we have Laura from Digibyte team here. You talk about passion. That woman is passionate about Digibyte. So, what actually drew you to come here to Flint unannounced and just kind of sneak in with a hoodie on? You literally look like an FBI guy. You're like, give me a beer.
Yeah, so I had some business in Michigan, and I'm here in Michigan for 2 days. Actually leaving tomorrow. I arrived last night, leaving tomorrow night. When I was planning my trip, I saw a tweet from the co-organizer of this MeetUp chat saying that talking about starting a new community here. And since 2013, my mission has been absolutely about building community. I've started 3 meetups of my own. First meetup I started in San Francisco Bitcoin developers. 4 people showed up. I was one of them. 3 more people. We just stood around and talked about stuff. That group now has 4,500 members and weekly meetings. It's possible to do in any city, right? And what you have to do is be consistent, be diligent, deliver education, not let it go to your head, not get distracted by the bullshit. Come here when there's a bear market just as much as a bull market, and help educate people, right? Because there's always newbies, and there's always people who want to learn about this technology who have nowhere to turn, right? They don't know who to trust. And ultimately, sitting down with someone face to face and having a conversation over a meal is the best way to build that human contact and trust. So I've always been about building community, and I saw this opportunity. I'm like, can I squeeze it into my schedule? Like, I didn't want to create a whole thing, so I just told Chad, okay, I'm coming. Don't tell anyone.
And we appreciate you being here, because it's you've helped educate so many of us that I watched your show, and I was crazy enough to hop on YouTube and hop on Facebook and slowly talk about Bitcoin, and then talk about Ethereum, talk about Litecoin, and how bad Ripple is, and the basics. And it's your voice, and I hate to use the word, was a ripple that has led to a slightly large wave that's going to wind up in a tidal wave over the whole world.
Well, it wasn't my voice. It was Satoshi Nakamoto's voice. I'm just amplifying that ripple a tiny bit, that little wave. I just go and push it out and explain it in a different way.
You have to be specific on which Satoshi Nakamoto you're talking about. You've met a few of them, I hear.
Yeah, I've been approached by about a dozen different people telling me that they're Satoshi Nakamoto and I should tell the world the truth. Or they'll stab me, occasionally. Some are more polite than that. Some are more kooky. But yeah, no, I have not met Satoshi Nakamoto, and I am not Satoshi Nakamoto, and I hope to never meet Satoshi Nakamoto.
I've had people ask me if I'm Satoshi Nakamoto.
Why not? We are all Satoshi Nakamoto.
The look that I give them, I'm like, wait, I'm a truck driver from St. Louis, Missouri. Do I even remotely sound like I could be somebody that knows cryptography and algorithm?
That hasn't stopped the other dozen people who claim to be Satoshi Nakamoto.
This community, everyone here, what I love, because I've actually been to North Carolina, Canada, Florida, Texas. I travel all over doing these little meetups.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, isn't it fun?
It's the only way to stay sane in all of the drama and bullshit that surrounds this space. As soon as people figured out that there was money at play here, our whole environment got inundated with sharks and opportunists and scammers, and there's a lot of people who first approach the space with the wrong attitude, and it's a get rich quick, kind of slimy attitude. Let's get other people in and all of that, and it's entirely the wrong way to look at this, right? So I kind of like the bear markets. Because it's in the bear markets when you meet the people who are still here, who didn't get wiped out and just gave up. The people who are looking for a reason to stay and learn something, right? And I feel that's my main job is, okay, you may have come for the wrong reasons. Now let me tell you what the right reasons are. Why this is important, why we're doing this, what it means to the billions of people out there who don't have opportunity. And what better place to say that and to bring that kind of message than Flint, right? I mean, to me, that was the opportunity, one of the reasons I came here. Flint stands for downturn, revival, hope, and rebuilding, right? And you can see it in this area right here. You can see it with all of the colleges that are coming here, and you know, these are the kinds of places where economic opportunity doesn't come easy, where you don't have a flood of money, and so you need to be very careful about what you do with your money and having that independence. And there is no central authority. There is no there is no central organization that's going to come and save this community or any of the other billions of communities around the world. You have to do it yourself, right? And so, and that to me is the message of Bitcoin. It's about self-sovereignty, it's about control, it's about building community from the bottom up, from the inside out, within all of these small cities and towns around the world. It's the kind of place I grew up in Greece. No one was going to come and save the Greek economy. Lots of people came to pillage it,
Yes.
but no one came to save it. So, yeah.
Yeah, these like smaller meetups, because you and I have both actually been like these big conferences where they've got the money and they've got the $1,000 tickets and all this ridiculousness. But when you actually meet the hodlers, like the people that they go to work every day, they are the world's economy. You have the elite, you got the wealthy, yeah, they kind of run the show on the top end and all that. But the real people that are doing the sweat equity of this world are in Flint. They're in Missouri.
People keep asking me when I'm going to go to the Consensus conference in New York, you know, the one that has $3,000 tickets. They invite me, and of course they offer to pay me handsomely to go there. I haven't been in New York in 6 years. Smoke that.
Smart man. Yeah. He ain't showing up, folks. That's actually something else that really attracted me to you is, now I'm sure you've never seen my show, and I don't blame you, don't watch it, it sucks. But I'm very active with like charities. Like me and my wife are very active, especially with like children's charities. And when you're not in it for the money, you're so much happier.
Yeah, and you meet a different kind of people.
Yeah, because everyone here we've all lived through 2008, you know, like 2018. We've all lived through 2019, the bear markets. But we're the revolutionaries that in 20 years or like 10 years, everyone's going to look back on and go, no, those are the people that were in the trenches whenever I think Bitcoin died another 500 times.
Yeah. It was dead last night, again.
Well, I checked its pulse this morning, it's still kind of kicking.
Yeah, TikTok, new block. That's the slogan. That's the basis of Bitcoin. TikTok, new block. All you have to do is wait 10 minutes to find out the answer to, is Bitcoin dead yet? And the answer is no, every 10 minutes.
I've actually explained it, and I think I did a show like a week ago about this, that cryptocurrency and the blockchain and actual Bitcoin will never die because it's an idea.
Right.
It's code.
Yeah, if they kill this one, we'll reboot a new one.
Yeah.
And what will we call it?
We'll call it Bitcoin.
We'll call it Bitcoin. It's got pretty good branding. I mean, at this point, right?
That's why Bitcoin Cash took our name. And I know you're actually from Greece, but here in America, it's an idea. Our culture originated at the revolution of an idea.
Yeah.
And
Actually, this year is my 20th year in the United States. And
you live here?
Yeah.
I did
And
not
I've
know
been a
that.
citizen for quite a while, but this is my 20th year in the United States, which means that now I have lived in the United States longer than I've lived in any other country, including the country where I grew up, Greece.
You're officially an American.
I'm officially an American, yeah.
Somebody give him a beer.
Every now and then, my dad will say, you really sound like an American. I'm like, Dad, there's a reason for that. I am an American. It kind of happened. It snuck up on me. That's how it works. But I used to have a British English accent because my mother was from London, and I grew up with a British English accent. And she always complains that my accent had been changed by America. Now, I managed to keep on to it for about 4 years until I lived in Brooklyn. And Brooklyn took my accent out back in the alley, stabbed it a few times, and left it there. And now I'm an American. So yeah, I get it. That's the idea that I'm here for.
Yep, and because I'm a huge history buff. I love world history, American history. That the revolutionaries in 1773, 1772, they were meeting in local pubs. That's where the revolution originated, was in local pubs.
Stirring up shit.
Yo, absolutely. Getting the FBI knocking on their door. Hi, FBI. And but it's the people that actually believe in the revolution of the technology that are going to educate the rest of the masses. It's why the American founders, it's why they actually put out the Federalist Papers to educate the masses on what was this idea.
Today, they have a YouTube channel.
Yep.
For sure.
Absolutely. We have a white people.
Yeah.
That's the revolutionary document that Satoshi Nakamoto brought us.
Yeah. Well, even better, the code that actually runs the software. Because the paper is imprecise because it's written in an imprecise language, English. But the code written in C++ is very precise. And it's a much better manifesto in C++ than it is in English.
Yeah, what I actually meant, or like the white paper was the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, for sure. It's a political document.
Right, and the code is the quote-unquote Constitution.
Absolutely.
Because just like code in cryptography and blockchain, you can upgrade your Constitution with amendments.
It just takes a very high degree of consensus.
Yeah, which it should.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
should. Every change to every important, valuable document or code should be difficult. You should argue, you should get mad, it should bring you to a point. Right, occasion, well, the Civil War, that's what that was. And it's the people, the revolution, the movement, and people like you. It's like this lovely lady right here who sent me emails and goes, okay, it may snow, I may die, but I'll meet you there. And I'm like, thanks so much. You know, it's
On that note, should we wrap this up and have a chat with all of these lovely people? Because I don't want to make this a one-way conversation. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Everybody, thank you for coming. Andreas, thank you for talking to us. Hi guys, we're going to go drink some beer. Love you guys. Talk to you later.